To say when you cast that vote, it was the greatest vote you ever cast, because that's when our country started winning again. We're going to win on trade.
Donald Trump rally supporters in the North Country. Also, former President Bill Clinton stops to Watertown to campaign for his wife, Hillary Clinton. And the walk is on to save lives from heart disease and stroke. 7 News is next.
You're watching the North Country's news station. 7 News starts now. From our studio in downtown Watertown, here is Patrick Malowski.
Good evening. A historic day in the North Country. Not since Jimmy Carter has a presidential candidate come to Watertown, but gearing up for Tuesday's presidential primary in New York, 3 campaigns stop in Watertown in a matter of 2 days, and we have team coverage of those visits tonight. First, we'll take you to the Watertown International Airport, and that's where Donald Trump held a rally earlier this afternoon in front of a packed crowd. And then to Bill Clinton campaigning this afternoon for his wife, Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. And we start our election 2016 team coverage with 7 News reporter Chris Spiker at the airport where Trump held his rally. And Chris, what was the reaction of the crowd in the room?
Patrick, overall, the supporters today were very positive. People from across the state came out to the rally. We even met some people at 9 a.m. who came all the way from New Jersey. Trump did talk about the issues particular to the North Country, like the military and the region's workforce. Thousands of Donald Trump's North Country supporters greeted the Republican frontrunner at Watertown International Airport Saturday.
Beautiful, and I know why they call it Watertown, because I flew over. There's a lot of water. That's pretty good.
Early in the speech, Trump talked about what he says is a declining job market in the North Country.
The workforce in Watertown is shrinking, and nearly 5,000 more people in labor force. Wow. In just 5 years, yeah, it lost 5,000 jobs. No good. It's not that big a place, right? You know.
Like many of his other rallies, Trump had a handful of protesters removed, and they were escorted out peacefully.
They really do impede our free speech, you know? Now, in the old days, it used to be much rougher for them. Today, nobody touches them, and of course, that's good. That's fine.
Trump also talked about the military and addressed some Fort Drum soldiers and veterans.
The military likes Trump, and we're going to take care. And folks, you know, our military has been decimated, okay? These people know it better than anybody. We're going to build up our military bigger, better, stronger than ever before.
Trump also spoke out against his Republican rivals, Senator Ted Cruz and Governor John Kasich, and their support of the Trans-Pacific Trade Partnership. He also talked about the importance of going out and voting for the primary on Tuesday. Patrick?
Chris, thanks. Former President Bill Clinton in Watertown to campaign for his wife Hillary this afternoon. 7 News reporter Olivia Eugenio was there and now joins us live in the studio with more. Olivia.
Thanks, Patrick. The politics-filled afternoon in the North Country kicked off with a visit by former President Bill Clinton. But the majority of his time wasn't spent speaking. Instead, Clinton was one-on-one with voters.
In a week full of presidential candidate visits, hundreds of North Country residents took the opportunity to meet someone who's already done the job, former President Bill Clinton.
We need a change maker as president.
But before the former president took the stage to share his 2 cents about his wife's campaign, New York State Assemblywoman Addie Russell and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand had the chance to speak. And for Assemblywoman Russell, it was time to officially endorse Secretary Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton is fighting for communities like here in the North Country.
Once Clinton took the stage, he shared his wife's thoughts on issues affecting the North Country, like the heroin epidemic, the military, and farming, resonating with voters.
I liked everything that he said about the military, making sure, that they are all taken care of medically.
Clinton says the secretary even reached across the aisle to make it happen.
She worked with Republicans to make sure that guardsmen and reservists sent to Afghanistan or Iraq got the same health care regular military people did when they got home.
But what voters say really set this visit apart, the former president spent even more time meeting the people as he did speaking.
He really took the time to shake everybody's hand, to sign things for the people, and I think that means a lot.
Hillary Clinton leads in the New York primary polls over her opponent Bernie Sanders. Her husband encouraged voters to hit the polls next Tuesday and vote for who he believes has the experience and drive to get it all done. Patrick?
Olivia, thank you very much. And with Trump and Clinton in town, Bernie Sanders supporters wanted to make sure their candidate was well represented today. Around a dozen people were holding signs up on cars on Watertown's public square, rallying behind the Democratic candidate.
Balance of democracy. We, of course, have Clinton in town today and Trump, and it helps the people to see that everybody cares about some kind of a candidate.
I just think Senator Sanders would be good for America. Go vote Tuesday.
And later tonight, we'll have extended election coverage. 7 News reporter Amanda Corna will have reaction from the Trump rally goers. And we'll have the GOP Wyoming results tonight at 11 o'clock, again on 7 News. Well, let's go right to our first look at the forecast with John Kubis. And John, I think it's safe to say it finally feels like spring outside.
It feels like spring, and it looks a lot like summer if you happen to be indoors and just looking out of a window. A gorgeous day outside, hardly a cloud in the sky, and that'll be the case all weekend long. Let's get right to the Northeast satellite and radar. And well, there you're seeing a whole lot of nothing. High pressure firmly in control of our weather, and that'll be the case tonight, and also looks like all day tomorrow as well. Now that'll change come Monday afternoon when we do expect a little bit of rain in the North Country. So enjoy the nice weather while you can. Mid to upper 30s across the board for lows tonight with mainly clear skies. And it looks like tomorrow another gorgeous weather day. Once again, a little bit of a rain chances on your Monday. I'll give you all those forecast weather details, and we'll check next weekend too. All that coming up for you in a little bit.
All right, thank you very much, John. And still to come, there's plenty of high school sports on the docket today. Mel Busser's in to break down the games. Also, families and friends carrying on the lives of those who died of heart disease and celebrated the ones who survived. We'll be back.
This is the North Country's news station. You're watching the news with Patrick Malowski. Weather with Joe LaPlante. And Rob Crone's sports. It's 7 News this evening.
1,500 strong came out to fight the nation's #1 killer, heart disease and stroke. Walkers and runners raised over $235,000 at this morning's North Country Heart Walk at Jefferson Community College. And why have they been doing this for 22 years? Well, they do it to honor those who have died and celebrate the survivors that fight for their families.
Determination that I want to be around for my great-granddaughter. So she wasn't here yet. She is now. And so I just think that everybody should have a chance to enjoy great-granddaughters and granddaughters and grandsons. And I just believe that we need to make sure that this is something that's eradicated sooner than later.
And along the walk was the Field of Hope, where people left messages for loved ones who have passed away. And when we come back, John Kubis will have your full look at the forecast. Stay with us.
Beautiful day today. More nice weather on the way tomorrow. 65 glorious degrees, a whole lot of sun, winds from the north, and the pressure is high, and that high pressure responsible for all the glorious sunshine we're enjoying right now. 66 was the high, 30 the low, and we're off on both ends as far as the averages. Your record's 86. That was set back in 2012. It was a cold one back in 2014. We bottomed out at 22 degrees. 50s and 60s across the board throughout the North Country, and nice throughout the Northeast as well. 60s all over the place. A couple of cooler spots like Boston currently checking in at 51. Mild in Minneapolis, they're at 78. 80 right now in Dallas. All the cool weather action off to the west. 48 right now in Billings. Denver at 32, and they're dealing with some measurable snowfall, and that'll be the case, it looks like, overnight tonight as well. There you see it, high pressure over our heads, and that bodes well for more in the way of sunshine during the course of the day tomorrow. Checking out your local your forecast for tonight. Clear skies, not too much happening. It looks like lows in the upper 30s across the board, and well, the same can be said for you in Lewis County. A very nice day, and up north, or a nice night, and up north in St. Lawrence County, not too much happening, not too much going on. Your lows pretty much in the 30s. Checking out your extended forecast tomorrow, looking nice. It looks like maybe some rain showers moving in on your Monday afternoon. Highs right around 62. A little bit of a cool down on Tuesday and Wednesday. Back into the upper 60s on your Thursday, and some unsettled weather conditions on Friday and also on Saturday as well. There you see it, a glorious day today and another nice day tomorrow.
All right, thank you, John. We'll be right back.
Sports teams taking advantage to get some action in. Among the games on the docket, a big girls non-league lacrosse battle. Watertown High School, the Lady Cyclones entertaining Skinny Atlas. Skaneateles gets on the board first. Molly Newton tickles twine, giving the Lakers a 1-0 lead. Jill Girardi ties it up for Watertown by going left-handed, tying the game at 1. It's Girardi again, this time on the penalty effort. Now 2-1 Lady Cyclones. Skaneateles ties it up. Hannah Logan with the goal, a 2-2 tie. Kira Kolb sets up Jill Girardi for her 3rd goal of the game. Now 3-2 Watertown. Now with the score 3-3, Madison Exford moves in for the goal. 4-3 Lady Cyclones. Watertown on the break. Jill Girardi sets up Madison Exford for her 2nd straight goal. 5-3 Watertown. Olivia Miles then finds the mark on the free shot here. 6-3 Lady Cyclones. Final score, Watertown 11, Skaneateles 10. Watertown. Baseball, Immaculate Heart hosting General Brown. Vincenzo Altieri takes off on the pitch and will come around to score on a Trent Mitchell double to right center, tying the game for the Cavaliers at 1. Nolan Bellinger then strokes a single to right. Trent Mitchell comes around to score. Immaculate Heart goes on top 2-1. Will McGovney follows with a double into the right field corner. Nolan Bellinger scores. Now 3-1 Cavaliers. Now top of the second, Cameron Jeruzzi earns a bases-loaded walk. Dustin Helmer scores, cutting the IHC lead to 3-2. Nate Messick then lofts a sacrifice fly to right. Joey Wargo tags up and scores, tying the game at 3. Sean Shepard then strokes a double to right center. Matt LeJewitt and Cameron Jeruzzi both score. General Brown goes on top 5-3. Jasper Russell then singles to center, driving in Sean Shepard. 6-3 Lions on top. Bottom of the second, Vincenzo Altieri with an RBI single to short left. Now 6-4 Lions. Immaculate Heart comes from behind to defeat General Brown 10-9.